We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Oh, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Little YDBT Daily. That's right. The Thursday YDBT Daily. We do Tuesday talking shit, Sunday peasant chats, and then we do videos every other day. It seems to be working. Subscribers are up, views are up, money's up, everything is up. And I'm going to keep that format going because it suits me. It's a lot more work. It's probably triple the work, but it suits me very well. Today, we're going to talk about our sideshows, the future of motorsports. Now, bear with me here, okay? When I talk about sideshows being the future of motorsports, it doesn't mean that it's going to take over racing. It's like drifting. Drifting is not racing. Drifting is, in my opinion, anything judged is not racing, okay? You either win or you lose. You get to the finish line first. That's a win. If you have to be judged on anything, it's not a race. It's a skill set for sure, but it's definitely not a race. It's like dressage with horses, you know, how pretty you can look doing a certain activity. But sideshows are so front and center, are so popular, especially in shit-ass towns where mostly you got Hellcats and Trackhawks doing their thing. And usually that's kind of where Hellcats and Trackhawks, they got Timmy. Those kind of neighborhoods where KFC, Popeyes, Metro PCS, and laundromats are highly, have a dense, there's a high density of laundromats. Okay, if you live in an area where there's a lot of laundromats, you're poor. So, sideshows are very popular, and you're seeing them all over the place. And before I get way too into it, I'll say hi to the people, thank the sponsors. I'll just show you my little 10-minute spiel, and then we'll talk shit for the rest of the 50 minutes or so. Okay? How's that sound, guys? All right. So let's say thank you and hi to Two Auto Solutions, Rami Zaidan, the owner, Calamer's Transmission, who's killing it. Oh my God, cookies, the best cookies on the internet, anywhere, badass shit. Hot chicks make some. And by hot chick, I mean James. And the Parts Farm with the best logo with a 671 350, I think, I don't know, stock ball block Chevy 671 blower coming out of a corn thing and a cannon and a pipe, just a whole bunch of shit going on there. So I want to thank those guys for making the show possible. Without their monthly contributions, I probably couldn't afford another vehicle. And I want to say hi to the people here, say hello, and then we'll talk some shit. And again, guys, as always, I couldn't do this without you. So all I need is a like, a follow, a subscription, or if you want to be so nice to send a super chat or subscribe to the channel, become a member. You'll have like 30 more videos available to yourself. I'm going to try to populate that once I get, some stuff going. I broke the X-Max today, not in a bad way. It makes too much power. And I broke one of the inner hubs that attaches to the wheel. I stripped the motherfucker out. Bitch makes too much torque. Had a bunch of fun with it today. Let's say hi to the people here. Shark Marls, Matt A, Ryan Rodriguez, TR301, Coyote Fury, Faha, Nitrous and Bias Plies, Valley 10 Speed, another killer race, but we ain't going to talk about her. Can we talk about it? Valley 10 Speed, Big Daddy Patty, Omar X, SK Productions, Eliza, Jeremiah Camp, Jimmy Jams, John Jones, Diego, Ignacio, Ken, Victor, Cluster BM, Pito, Chiquito, TJ Sikorsky, Jack, Dustin 10R, JD Swag, one of the mods, Rich 50, Rubber, Jose Silva, Fresh Pasteles, Mini Bike Badman, Bondo Bird. And you know what I know? Now I figured out why Bondo Bird had such big calves. Because he has to walk with all those whipples from China. I mean, totally not China. Abel Ramirez, One Slow 50, Monty 540, Tang, Agent Orange, KRM, Chupapi, Jared Wells, Twisted in Georgia, Matt 2011, the second mod, Yusef D Rock Fox, John Shoemaker, Dre Day, Dustin 10R, GT Garage, Alex, Paul, Nitrous, SK, Jeff, gave a big contribution yesterday on the dating channel. Nitrous and Bias Ply became Bitch level member. Austin Maynard been a member for 4 months. Pussy Pounder been a member for 13 months. Member for 8 months, Tracy Miller. If the enemy of my enemy is the EPA, then I have 2 enemies except the EPA that make good cookies. Figure skating of car events is drifting. Valley 10 Speed says, of course, we can talk about that. Valley 10 Speed, remind me of what that race was. I know you don't want me to show video, but it was very good to see what that... Guys, I'm a believer. I have seen the light. ESS kits are the hottest blower on the market. I'm sorry. I got to say it. ESS has made a bigger splash. I'm not saying they're the best, but they're the hottest. ESS kits, especially G3 and up, have made the biggest splash on the Mustang aftermarket than any other blower. Based on what I see. I thought it was just another centrifugal. Here we fucking go. And maybe they're the same as a Vortec JT V7. But in terms of optics, people running it, people gapping, and people buying it, and it just works. I can't really look at ESS and go, it's just another centrifugal. They're doing a very smart thing and getting after it. So, let's talk about Sideshows real quick. Now, I'm old. It's not a secret. I've been around since the beginning of, well, not the beginning of the internet, but early 90s, mid to late 90s, the internet where bangedup.com, you know, like, what was those websites that they were just nasty, unfiltered, ridiculous, non-commercialized. Guys, there was a time where the internet, you could see motherfuckers' head get chopped off like no problem, like very easily accessible. Before Live Leak, before Banged Up, you would just go on and type in Russian getting his head cut off. Bam, there it is. This is some wild shit. So I started seeing stuff in the car world where these Grish, oh my God, Matt 2011, you are tugging at my heartstrings. You'd see the nastiest shit on the internet. And around that time, you started seeing Arabs, slightly after, maybe 5 or 8 years after. You would see Arabs doing some crazy shit with their cars over in Saudi, Qatar, Kuwait, whatever. Those guys were doing some wild ass shit. Case in point. Oh my Lord. We remember this, right? Oh, wait. I gotta remix it. Wait. I gotta remix this. I gotta remix it. Okay. We gotta start. We gotta start the music. Okay. We gotta go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, go! Okay, so that was going on, right? And I'm like, well, that shit's never gonna come to the U.S. That's ridiculous. That's never gonna come to the U.S., right? And then, right at around maybe 2 or 3 years ago, shit like this started popping up here in the United States. Now, this clip has everything. It has Mustang crashes. It's got Hellcats and Trackhawks, GTOs, girls fighting. It's got literally everything in this video. I'm gonna get copyrighted probably, but
what is it? No, what is it?
I'll mute it. Fuck it.
Mac, representing that.
So I'm like, there's no way that bullshit's gonna come to the United States. Well, actually, guys, it's here. It's here, and it's happening. And guys are just doing dumb shit.
Nigga, they said so. A rider like Clyde.
Oh, look at that. Rolling. Yes! I love when people get. Oh my God. I love it.
It wouldn't have never happened. Nigga, I'm lapping. Same just rapping.
Okay, yeah.
It's gangsters in the bay.
Okay, so I thought, okay, that's never going to come here. Guys, it's here. We're stupid. Okay? We're here. It's stupid. It's gay. And it's happening. So now, is this the future of what motorsports is going to be? Because I remember baseball sucked for a very long time. And it took 3 or 4 steroided up dudes to save it. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez. Motherfuckers, center fielders were hitting 50 home runs. Okay? And now you wanted to watch it again, okay? And now it made a comeback and it's all good. But what's it going to take to bring racing, like racing back. Valley 10 Speed, although he does the kind of racing I'm not really into, but it's what's popular. Roll racing. Valley 10 Speed is out there with a G3 ESS kit, 10R stock trans car. And he is beating cars he shouldn't be beating. And now people are gunning for him because now he has put a target on himself and he has a very tame setup. Guys, people are putting carbon doors on roll race cars. People are putting skinnies on roll race cars. People are building a car as if it was a drag car and only doing roll race stuff with it. Now, I'm one of these psychopaths that think if you're going to roll race a car, you better have really good fucking brakes, good tires in the front, because you might have to steer around some bullshit. No, these guys are building a drag car and then going to the street with ATV brakes in the front and doing, that's their kind of racing. So Valley 10 Speed goes out there and he races a 3.8 Whipple 10R car and beats it by maybe a fender. It's a very close race to the point of the dude blew his shit up trying to beat Valley 10 Speed. It happens. Shit happens. I'm not going to say he's a clown or nothing like that. Shit happens in racing. Racing's racing. Shit blows up. But he's out there racing people that he should like not even be nowhere near. He shouldn't be anywhere near these people. But that's the allure of that kind of racing. I don't do it. I don't subscribe to it. But if that's all there is in your area, are you just going to stay home? Or are you going to go out there and race some people if roll racing is all there is available in your area? Okay? So, Sideshows. There is no racing right now in Palm Beach. And there is a ton of money in Palm Beach. Guys, Palm Beach is an hour away from Miami. So guys from you have access to guys from Port St. Lucie to Miami. Where's the racing? Who's going to race? What are you going to do? Well, if you go by any KFC, any Metro PCS, any laundromat, you will see donuts in the middle of an intersection. That's what's happening in my area, specifically where the laundromats, Hellcats and Trackhawks, and all the rich folk are at. There's donuts all over an intersection, and sideshows are happening. They even shut down I-95 here to do a sideshow with the Hellcats and the Trackhawks. Is that the future of motorsports? He said Sebring. A road course. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about Steve Schleckenberg. Talking about, remember the Le Mans? Remember the Le Mans 79? That was the best one. I love Le Mans 79. Shut up. No one cares about road racing, okay? So, is that the future? Have you guys seen in your areas a huge uptick in sideshows, roll racing? What's it going to take for drag racing to make a huge comeback? What's it going to take to make drag racing great again? Are they going to have to allow Top Fuel to run a quarter mile, go 390 miles an hour? Are they what do they need to do to get drag race? Guys, suggest what needs to happen to make drag racing fun again. Because no one goes to the track when it was open. Here, nobody went. Only the grudge racers with money and the donk racers with money actually showed up to the track to do anything. The regular Joe Schmo would rather get a BMW, burble, crackle, pop tunes, and do sideshows and go to Cars and Coffee. When I was a kid, I couldn't wait to get to the drag strip. Oh my God, I can't wait to get to the drag strip and travel the country. Now it's like, fuck that. I'm just going to go to a sideshow, do donuts, jack up my rear suspension when I hit a curb, and be lit and be clout. And that's the thing. There was no clout back in the day. There was no clout chase. There was no being viral. There was none of that stuff. Now, the more you fuck up, the more popular and the more money you can make based on its viralness, or it's not even a word. But guys, I think sideshows are going to be the future of it because of how many people have sent me stuff on Instagram of motherfuckers crashing into poles, hitting curbs, People getting jacked up on sideshows. And I watch it because it's hilarious. Am I going to go to one? Fuck no. But it is very popular. And have you guys seen it in your area? Absolutely a huge uptick in sideshow activities. We'll talk about it and what's it going to take to fix drag racing. Because whatever's happening right now, nobody cares. And I can make the case that shows like Street Outlaws actually took away from racing. Their type of racing is good for them. But for the general public like myself, shows like that ruined racing. Just absolutely ruined it with list racing and chases a race and all this other stipulation bullshit that people carried over to real life and ruined racing for people like me. There you go. Let's talk shit. We'll see what the deal is. You are glorifying sideshows. Ah, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing, glorifying them. Even metal might have to go. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna get you going because I don't like your stupid fucking name, and you're already coming at me a little sideways. And you can go suck my dick. How about that? You can go suck my dick forever. You're glorifying sideshows. Actually, I'm just gonna hide you on the channel. Suck a dick, punk. The Affirm reps loving the freak shows, free straw hats, defund the police. Too many regulations. Get rid of the draggy and cost of racing would be cheaper. If people care about road racing, why are they drag racing 2020 GT500s? I have to get rid of him. He's fucking retarded. Stag Motor Xander will make drag racing great again. Right. I think if it's best that drag racing stays low key in the streets, less audience is better. No, you don't understand. Large. Nobody is building drag cars anymore. People are building roll cars. Like if you go to certain shops, I'm sure in high end, that's never going to slow down. Like the big money drag racers, guys that are in the fours and deep fours in the eighth. You know, those guys are going to be around. The X275s, the I don't know, Outlaw, whatever I don't know the fucking classes anymore. They got 800 fucking classes. That's the other thing. The watering down of classes is just ridiculous. So those guys are always going to be around. But the regular guy, the guy that makes under $100,000 a year, wants to build a nice little car. He is not building a drag car. He's building a drift hunk of shit. He's building a donut making piece of junk. He's putting goop on his exhaust pipes to make pink flames. Guys, it's dying. The drag racer at the grassroots level is dying. Cars and Coffee is mega gay. Driving big truck through the mountains. Got that service slag. Alex, I care about road racing, but I'm also off and funny looking. Okay. I'd rather dyno 1200 horsepower and put it on my hat. Bring rules up to date so we can actually take our fast street cars to the drag strip. They already did. Your car can be a 9-second car. You don't need a cage. They already did. You could remove the Affirm, not Section 8 mentality. Pulling up to physical therapy. Okay. Cash rest of the show. Physical therapy. What's wrong with you? If the big three invested into their performance cars, it may help some. But I feel it's too late either way with where the future is headed. And that's the thing. I just saw a Tesla Model S Plaid go 216 miles an hour in a mile. So what are you going to do to compete with that? It's a $100,000 car. I get it. It's an electric sedan going 216 miles an hour in a mile. Ridiculous. Austin Maynard. In a Facebook group local to me, I saw a dude sitting on the engine with the hood up on a scat pack while it was skidding. And you know what? I think you sent me that on Facebook. Austin Maynard sent me that on Facebook saying, dude, like, this is the end. And you know what? I watch because it's hilarious as shit. Let me see. Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. He is on the hood of a Charger. Dude, he is on the hood of a fucking Charger. Check it out. What is happening? What's happening? Check it out. He's on the hood. He's literally on the hood. Look at it. Homeboy is on the hood. Guys, he's on the hood. He's on the hood. Under the hood, sorry. He's on the engine. That's got to be an NA car because it must have been a hot motherfucker if it was a Hellcat. Bro, that's the future. Unfortunately, what do we need to bring this shit back to something normal? Hilarious shit. X275, I think, made drag racing interesting again, but now it's all high dollar cars when it was real steel body cars going 4s in the 8th, 7 in the quarter. Only thing Sideshow needs is dude telling some good barbecue in the corner. No, you're not wrong. More cash days events. Evil Metal focusing on bitchos too much. They're building drag cars to roll race, which is not safe at all. Right. In my opinion, a roll race car should have really badass brakes. Like, it has to be a ultimate street car. Like 1,500 horse, big stupid carbon brakes. You know, like a ZR1 would be a killer road race car. Don't do any weight reduction. Just, you know, light-ish weight, big V8, stick. You know, that's a good roll race car. But that's $80,000, or C7 ZR1 is $150,000+. Ridiculous money. I'd say all kinds of racing is fun, but road racing and drag racing costs too much money. It takes too much time to be fast and enjoyable. I'm going to do autocross just for fun time. The internet is hurting most of it. The better you do racing, the more you get posted, the easier it is to get popped. Viral used to mean diseases. Now it's starting to mean the same thing again. Interesting. Problem is, cars have gone too fast in a short span of time. It makes it to where some people see it as unattainable. Back in 2011, 10s was badass. Now we have stock motor cars running 7s. 392 credit score activities. He's in the hood. 392 badge. Darwin Awards. That was crazy. If you end up getting a ZR1, would you roll race it? A buddy has one and it rolls on the street. Look, that's all there is in my area. Imagine if I build if I get a ZR1 and I build it, and build means heads cam and E85. That's it. I'm not looking at, some exhaust, heads cam, E85. I'm not gonna go LSX and R block, and no, it's gonna be stock bottom end, heads cam, ported blower, E85. That's it. That's all there is in my area. It's rolls. So if I want to race anything, it has to be roll shit on the street. Not that I'm going to go to a meet. I am not going to go to a meet and meet up with a bunch of people and partake in roll racing like meetups. Fuck no. But if I'm driving the car from here to Port St. Lucie and a leader bike wants to party, absolutely. The whole mess, honestly, is from social media and people being able to share and go live on videos for the view. Waiting for Popeyes to sponsor a sideshow. Damn. There are crowds around the car when it's doing donuts, then attack the driver when it hits someone. Stupid is as stupid does. I saw a sideshow where a guy hit another car in a Corvette, got out of the Corvette, shot the dude. Every time I see a Charger, it's the same stereotype. Not going into details. We know what you're talking about. We know exactly what you're talking about. Which one will you get, ZR1 or Red Eye wide body? If I'm gonna get a car, if I'm gonna pay over $60,000 to $70,000 for a car, it's gonna be a ZR1. It's gonna be a ZR1. It's 3,200 pounds, heads cam, blower, 800, 900. Bitch is hard to beat. Not the fastest thing on the street, but hard to beat. Any buyers on the GT500? Nope. I had a guy try to make a deal with me where I had to give him $20,000. And after doing some research, the vehicle they wanted me to give $20,000, it should have been the opposite. They should be giving me $20,000 and that vehicle. But they said, no, maybe your vehicle and $20,000. I'm like, an 8,000 mile, streetable, soon to be, GT500? 2014? I think not. Yeah, believe it or not, second shift racing, yeah. Second shift racing, yes. We're in the wrong, we're outside looking in now. The cool kids do that dumb shit. And we are now old guys that go, I remember back in the day we used to race in a drag strip. The Skid BS was an Aussie thing. We can talk Cletus and Streetcar Takeover for shining a line on it. I will absolutely agree that sideshows are influenced by people like Cletus, Burnout Contest, and Aussies. Aussies do these rolling skids. They go around the road course, and then they do just rolling skids. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But they love that shit down there. I'm here. We can start now. PSL is dead. It's dead, I know. But people that want a quiet life live up there, Jeff. People that want a quiet life live up there. Alex, those sideshow cars don't need brakes. The curbs, crowds, and parked cars are their brakes. Did you see the one where the Toyota just plowed into a fucking pole? I thought he crushed somebody. but a Toyota truck, like a Tacoma, was doing a donut, locked his wheels to the side, and slammed a pole. That's the future. Let's find it. Oh, let's find it. Fuck it. Let me see if I can find it. Dude, it was retarded. It was so retarded seeing that truck slam a pole, and I'm like, oh my god, did I just see somebody die? No, I literally saw somebody hit a pole. Let me see if I can find it. That's gonna be the hard part, is finding it now. Do I have my story up? Let me see, profile. Yeah, I think it's in my stories. Let me see. No, let me see. How do you go back? No, this is a fucking Lexus plow. Oh, this guy plowed into a truck. Dude. What the fuck? Let me see. How do you go back? Oh my god, oh my lord. How do you go back? There you go. And pause it. Okay, so perfect. Display. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this. Sound on. And then the phones just come out. Fireworks. Probably a gunshot. Like that's what's happening. Oh, by the way, Traxxas has notch Fox body RC cars. That's the future of racing. The future of racing is notchback RC car racing. Shout out to Traxxas for giving the people what they want. Yeah, I want it. I want it yesterday. Look at that thing. Oh my god. The brothers here are going to be racing RC notchbacks. Bro, that's the future, apparently. That's the only kind of racing you can do down here. It's crazy. Bonderbird. Time to register the bird. Any ideas with specialty plate? Mischief. Give me ideas. Yeah, Mischief is good. What's a good name for Bondo Bird's like plate? Mischief is probably really good. Darwin at its finest. Alex, you the one in Georgia where the cops rammed the Charger? That was a few weeks ago. Dodge has brought non-car people into the scene. I blame their bad marketing. Perfect example of too much good thing when we can have nice things. Hellcats and Trackhawks. That's badass. Taxes. The title. I can't wait for these clowns to buy these fast Tesla Model S plaids but have no driving skills except the go-go pedal. Didn't a popular YouTuber lose his brakes on a Model S and fucking crash and almost die? Unreal. I can't find where to tap the website. I'm ordering one ASAP. Guys, just go to Havoc Speed. Just go to Havoc Speed on Instagram. And they're located 1 mile from me. And they have in stock notchback RC cars. Yeah. Gear Grinder, nice. Money Shift, 80 weeks later, China. Everyone is saying 80 weeks and China. Oh, I love you guys. You win crazy money in RC cars. That's the other thing, guys. Imagine you can get into a notch RC car or a slash RC truck. Enter an event that Traxxas sponsors and win $15,000. As opposed to building a $25,000 to $30,000 drag car and winning $500. I think the math is on the side of the RC car. China. 2-3 grinder. Just grinder overseas. LOL second for the plate. China rotor. 80 weeks. I think 80 weeks. 80 weeks is going to be the one. Let me see. Can we do a poll? Hey, yo, can we do, let me do a poll here. Bondo Bird plate idea. So we're going to go 80 weeks. We're going to go China rotor. And can we add more? 80 weeks of China rotor. Any more? I don't have any way of adding. God damn it. I wish I had a way of adding. 80 weeks of China rotor. Ask your community. Fuck it. It's good stuff. 2-3 nope. No lift. 80 weeks supply chain. Hellcats and Trackhawks. Poor Trans. Bondo. It done. 1320 did a video on RC drag racing. Look, after talking to the guy at Havoc Speed, Anthony, he's like, Alex, Traxxas and other people sponsor RC car drag races, and you can win stupid money. And I'm like, why would anyone, if the name of the game is money, and you want to build a fast something, wouldn't you take an electric RC car or even a nitro RC car if you're a purist, if you want to have a soul, and go out there and join a RC car drag race? That's all there. Anthony's going to open a track in his shop. That's right, a hot rod shop. Havoc Speed is going to open a track inside his shop and hold races. Do you know how many brothers? Do you know what he's doing? Do you know what Anthony at Havoc Speed is doing? He's making donk bodies for the RC cars. He is making donk I shit you not. The moment he comes out with a donk body, I'm going to post that shit. And you guys are going to be like, oh my God, I think I want that. My mistake for asking last night's show. I'm 24 with a full swap from my totaled 17 GT. Not planning to do a swap at the time. How can I prep the motor for long-term 4+ years of storage? I don't know. Some Marvel mystery oil down the shit and spin it once in a while. I mean, you're going to have to lubricate it once in a while. Spin it. Make sure you throw something. Some people throw oil or Marvel mystery oil down into the fucking cylinder when you store it. Cover everything up and just rotate the motor every once in a while, scoring up the walls. Not 100% sure, to be honest. Maybe someone else can give you a some guideline. Saw your post for the Notch RC car and saw your wallet opening. Alex, look up Mustang gets town taxed. They destroy a Fox GT until it's unrecognizable. Peel the doors back and all. Why would I want to do that? Who cares? 80 weeks out. 80 weeks out seems to be really good. Yodi bird, beep, beep. Very good. Roush Gen 3, if you know, you know. Exactly. Carbon fiber chassis, not that factory chassis. Sideshows are the hood version of Yee Yee truck meets. RC racing is the same as biggest car racing. Takes money to go fast. Extra motors, tires. Okay, Andrew, but it's not $30,000. A motor is not $15,000. Tires are not $1,200 to $1,300. Wheels are not $5,000. Okay, I bought a new set of wheels and tires for the X-Max. Aluminum hubs, 24 millimeter aluminum hubs, the retaining pins, and a little mesh thing to protect the motor. $195. I mean, at lunchtime I went out there and it absolutely satisfied my hot rod. I was so happy. Oh, look at this thing. This thing's fun getting it. Oh, it's fun. I had a bunch of fun. It didn't cost me shit. Just charge the batteries up. It was unbelievable. Then I have to get in my fucking GT500, get under it, put a sprag in the converter so it doesn't puke trans fluid 1 mile down the road. All right, time to build an RC car and roll race it. Oh, that's fucking great. If I had cookies to give away. All right, time to build an RC drag car and roll race it. Oh, Alex, be sure to get a salmon pink body to pay homage to your old Fox, right? I still want that bitch. Beal Fat Turbo Kit reduced the factory exhaust connection pipe. It's now $1,300 versus $3,500. Carter's TV, do you have a link? Because I might need something like that to the factory connect H-pipe or something like that when I get the single turbo on the white car. Let me see where it's at. Send me a link, Carter's TV. It's just a dick says, the hobby town where I live is building a new place with an indoor drift track, racetrack, and off-road trail. That might be the future of motorsports, guys. 10 scale pricing. That might be, you know what? That might be the future of motorsports. RC, drag stuff, drift stuff, roll stuff, boats. I've seen guys, there's a bunch of ponds here, retaining ponds. Huge, like 2, 3, 4, 5 football field size retaining ponds in big complexes. And these guys have these stupid fast cigarette style RC boats. Getting it. And I'm like, that looks like a bunch of fun for reasonable money. What's up, Alex? Gonna guys to replay. Gonna go to work right now. I had a 46cc billet reed case powered 5th scale low C 5T 4-wheel drive 15 horsepower. Can you draggy your RC car? Yes, Troy Johnson. I've already looked at how to mount the draggy on it and do at least a 60 foot. The thing on grass, 60 foot's really good. And I will do a video, and you guys might hate it, so I might just put it up for the subscribe for the what do you call them? The members, and see how it does. And if it does well for the members, I might make it live. But I will absolutely show you a video putting new wheels and tires on the RC, hubs, aluminum hubs, and draggying 60 foot the RC truck. It is so fast, guys. It's not even funny. Marvel Mr. O works good in the cylinders and will crankcase soil enough to reach the bottom of the cylinder walls. Alex, the government created sideshows. Remember Puerto Rico in 99 when they banned... why are you asking me what they banned in Puerto Rico? I was born in Stoughton, Massachusetts. I don't know shit about Puerto Rico, dude. Remember back in Puerto Rico, I don't know shit about Puerto Rico, dude. Where are you from, tu loco? Are you from, Jalisco? I mean, I don't know shit about Puerto Rico. I was born in Massachusetts. Takeovers with RC cars. Oh, let's do it. Takeovers with RC cars. Will you get the RC Fox? Maybe. Guys, I might get the RC Fox. Imagine me having a GT500, a ZR1, the Fairmont, the white car, the truck, and 2 badass RC cars? Yeah. A variable belt, timing, running the RC. Then what happens when Midnight Performer shows up with an RC to an event? Well, it's probably going to be gutted too. No, there's got to be rules. There's got to be like minimum weight. Actually, there are rules. According to Anthony, the rules are very strict when it comes to the RC stuff. You can only have a certain motor, certain battery, certain weight. They don't fuck around with the RC racing. It is not like a grudge style stuff, but I'm sure it'll devolve into that. Kind of racist. I saw an RC boat race at Okehili. I was surprised at how fast they were. When your RC truck and I'll drag you your ice cars, gas RC boats are wild. I think the quarter RC stuff is similar to 330. Puerto Rico fireworks gang, right? Hey, remember, Alex, remember in Puerto Rico when they outlawed fireworks? No.
956 a la verga.
Right, an RC meet takes up about 2 whole parking spaces. Right. Folks are using RC boats instead of fishing poles to catch fish. Attach the line and lure the RC boat and drive it around the lake. That's some lazy ass fishing. That's like electric reels. I saw a channel called Life Above the Bow or something like that, and they have electric reels. And it's like it knows the tension and it knows how big the fish is and it consistently brings it in. And I'm like, well, that's cheating. Ghost Cam Tune RC car. Oh, I have an update. So I was going to get rid of the truck really soon, but Junior is working on some multi-tune stuff for the F-150. And he said, well, did you sell it yet? I go, no. He goes, you mind if we do some testing on it? I go, sure. So I'm going to keep the truck around at least a little longer to test out the multi-tune stuff. I think you guys are really going to like that, and I'll be dropping a video on that more than likely tomorrow. Okay, that's going to be a little difficult to make, but I'll try to drop it tomorrow late 8 or 9 o'clock or even 10 o'clock at night because I have to make the video. And I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised as to the progress of the multi-tune stuff with the F-150. I think you're really going to like it. So I'm going to keep the truck for maybe a couple more weeks until the testing is done and then look to get rid of it because I already got 2 offers at $32,000, but I don't want to drive it all that much in case something happens to it. But if there's a reason to keep it. Now, if ESS... Okay. The reason I'm selling the truck is simple. I don't want to run Whipple. I don't want to run Odin. I don't want to run Pro Chargers. Vortec said they had a truck. I haven't heard shit. ESS doesn't make truck kits. I don't want to run On3 turbo kits. I wanted to run Jake's shit. I would keep it if there was a power adder I wanted to run. I want to run a centrifugal, not a Pro Charger, or a turbo that isn't On3. And it's like, I have money, guys. Do you want it? No. We don't want to make products. We're good. Thanks. Gas prices were so high, it made everyone a peasant again. Donk RC cars to complete their own sound systems. Guys, wait till you see what they're cooking up at Havoc Speed with the Donk bodies. Alice, do you still have the dyno? Will you make some content with it? Yes, I do have the dyno still. That's another thing that is just a clusterfuck. I can't find a building. I cannot find a building to house my vehicles in and the dyno in Palm Beach County. Impossible. Crazy stuff. Hey, Alex, should I do cams on my Notch RC? Oh my God, Alex, is there a multi-tuning available yet for the 2026 F-150? Right. That's the next question. Did you guys multi-tune the 2035 F-150 and the GT electric hybrid 2.3? Motherfucker's not even out yet. Spray it. Yeah, gay shit. I'm not going to spray the truck, you psycho. The video on the red truck was funny because you couldn't replicate the hot start issue. Right. I think Jake was just using a tune that was like old, but the latest pump gas tune in the truck drives so good that I made the E85 tune based on those. And that truck only was seeing 9.5, 10 PSI during those pulls. So that means I barely beat a single turbo truck by a car with 12 or 13 PSI on a Vortec manual car that was 800 pounds lighter. So that tells you a lot about that truck. Another example of Lund being watertight. Multi-tune on F-150 will be badass. You'll see. Chevy guys will buy an electric RC car and LS swap it. I built drag race slot cars, but these RC cars are about to make me whip out the credit card. Get an Aldo Welder Midnight kit. No, I don't want to run twin turbo stuff. I don't want to run twin turbo stuff. I want a single remote mounted turbo kit because I can keep the Y pipe and I can keep it emissions compliant. If I delete that shit, it goes away. My white car is going to go away. It's just going to be a single turbo shit because I couldn't pass up the deal. But on the truck, I don't want it. It's going to be a daily, guys, not a race truck. It's going to be a daily, not a race truck. I can see it now. The Traxxas Mustang crashing in a crowd. So Jake won't help build you one? No, he has no time. Douche did it. Jake has no time. Jake has literally no time to build a turbo kit. Now, I am taking complete control of all of my vehicles now. That is the next project. I am not having any shops work on my cars as long as I can do the work. So I am picking up the Fairmont Friday. I'm going to work on it in my garage. I'm going to work because not only can I give you guys content, I can get the work done faster. Instead of being on someone else's timeline, I'm going to be on my own timeline. So if I get to the point that I still have the truck and I'm pretty confident that me and Jake can get together and potentially do something and say, Jake, tell me what to do. I'll do it. Just tell me where to go. I'll learn to weld whatever I need to do to get it done because that just gives you guys content, gives me something to do, and gives me 100% control of all of the vehicles. That's my main goal. That's why I wanted a building. Guys, I wanted a building this whole time so that I can house all my vehicles in one spot and work on them. That's what I want to do. But it is insanely difficult when buildings are going for $1 million for junk. Nobody leases buildings here if you have a hobby. Like, they want you to lease a building for storage. The moment you say, well, I'm going to bring my car in there, or if they catch you working on cars there, they'll evict you out of that bitch. I don't know. Thank you. Damn, head out to the woods for a warehouse. There are no woods here, mini bike madman. This isn't Springfield where you can go 15 miles and you're in Chicopee in the woods. No, there are no woods here. The woods is Loxahatchee and it's still Palm Beach County. And to get out of Palm Beach County, you got to end up in Okeechobee. An hour and a half away. Mini bike. Imagine, let's say you're in Newton. You know where Newton is, right? And you got to go to Albany, New York to find anywhere to have the prices be decent and find space, room, and available warehouse space to work on your cars. From Newton, Mass to Albany, New York. That's how it is here. You got to put the RC car on the dyno and put the numbers on there. Alex, look up the Biddy Designs S50 Mustang body for the drag cars. And okay. If I were you, I would buy floored trans jack to replace the trans and also lower and raise the K-member for the headers. I'm telling you, after talking to Jake about the headers, Matt 2011, he said you would be a fucking psycho to try to do the headers yourself. Trans is different because all you got to do is drop it about a foot to get the converter out. But the headers, Alex, are a complete mess. And I got to take a look at it once I get under it because the K-member does have to come out. I know you're going to make it happen, Alex. I hope this channel gets big. Yep, I got you. Damn, exactly, mini bike. Newton to Albany. That's how it is here in Palm Beach County. To find an area where you can find warehouse space, at least 1,500 square feet, under $4,000 a month, and not have many restrictions. I think Mustang Lifestyle can give you some shop space. Yeah, I don't want to live in Orlando. No, thank you. Time to buy a house with a multi-car garage. $700,000. RGGT. Do you know where I live? $700,000 is what that costs. House with some land. Unless I move to Bradenton when nothing's happening and there's no money. That's just stupid. Take the money and leave me alone. Dude, I had the same dream. Alex, I want a building with 2 lifts and a dyno, with enough room to hold 4 to 5 cars comfortably, and an upstairs loft for me to live in. Pipe dream. Right, Michael Mara? To make that happen here, $750 to $1 million. $750 to $1 million to make that happen in Palm Beach County. You really need a lift for the headers. I've done them right. I hope nobody associates sideshows with actual drifting. That is all. I'll listen later when I can. No, nobody associates sideshows with drifting, but they're drifting during a sideshow. They're not drag racing during a sideshow. They're not roll racing during a sideshow. They're doing burnouts and drifting in donuts. So, I don't know. It's like a cousin of drifting. I did it twice with this 450-pound capacity low lift transmission jack with safety chain. Let's click it. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Matt. So look at that. Bam. Time to get me one of them. Look at that thing. That looks pretty good. But all I got to do is drop it a foot. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. $181. Free shipping? There we go. That's pretty good. Tony, what are you doing, Tony? Tony, you're scratching me. You're scratching me. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, dude? You're scratching the shit out of me, dude. You already ate. You already went outside and you already fucking ate. Punk. Let me move him so you guys can see him because Tony likes to steal the show once in a while. Check Marketplace. I saw some there. Miami shop. Miami, dude. What the fuck? Do you guys not understand that I don't want to have to drive 2 hours to work on my cars? Oh, check on Marketplace. I saw some places in Miami. Well, you might as well say Orlando. You might as well say Tampa. Miami. You know how fast my cars will get stolen in Miami? Dude, stop it. What's crazy is that was obtainable before New York and Cali raided Florida. Circuit tracks usually sell bays with living quarters, made the best option with access year-round. Yes, they sell them here. $750 to $1 million. With influencers doing their own drift events like that woman in blue, it kills drag racing and dreams even more. When Tony having some kids, we were supposed to get laid not too long ago, but it's getting to the point where I got to either cut his nuts or get him laid. That's the same jack I used to, I told you to get. It's a lifesaver with the trans, but the price is high. That price is high. 180 is high. That's good for me. That's good for me. Harbor Freight has the same one, but cheaper. Okay. Tony is getting bigger. He is exactly the same size. Alex, check Marketplace. I saw some in Hialeah. Hey, Alex, you know what, Alex? You're wrong. You just gotta look better. I saw a 1,500 square foot shop in Hialeah for $1,000 a month to month. People must not know what Hialeah is here. People must not know what Miami is here. Okay, what state do you live in? Okay, everyone in the chat, what state do you live in? Okay, then think what is the worst fucking city in that state. Then think you want to bring your GT500, potential ZR1, dyno, Fairmont, and about $10,000 to $20,000 worth of tools and put it in a building there. That's Hialeah. That's Miami. What are some places never to buy cars from? South of Boca. Palm Beach, south of Boca. Nowhere in Florida. If you see a Miami notch, don't buy it. If you see anything south of Boca Raton for sale that's a Mustang, do not buy it. It's trash. Hey, looking up the boost, Turbo Gen 1, build the Gen 1 or buy a Gen 3 short block. Wanted to be around 800 range, looking for some thought of mind. Buy the Gen 3 short block, 3-2-1 setup, and be happy. Alex, got a perfect place out here in Bumfuck DJ, Oklahoma. Just got to catch a plane and drive about an hour. Right. Yo, Alex, I shouldn't have to travel more than 20, 30 minutes to work on his car. Also, if he bought some space, people would somehow track it down and just pop up in his shop randomly all the time. I didn't ask you what state you're in. I said, think about the state you're in and then think about the worst city in your state. And that's what you guys are asking me to do by looking for shops in Miami. I drive a Sea in Puro Pinche 956. Skid Row equals Hialeah. There are reasons property values are low in areas. You get great deals anywhere in the floods. Hey, I bought a car from a cop in Miramar. You're psycho. You're psycho. Are you sure it wasn't folded in half, Nixon Tarpia? Nick, are you sure that shit wasn't folded in half before you bought it? Nope, ain't happening. Gotta stay safe. Exactly. Imagine you have $20,000 in tools and about $200,000 in cars. You're gonna bring that shit to Hialeah? No. Shop space is cheap here, but the state itself makes you want to bathe with a toaster. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Guys, I don't even consider Louisiana a state. It's like drive-through country. Like whoever says I want to live in Louisiana. Hey Alex, would you ever get a sport bike? Nope. If you have to worry about your tools or getting stolen, then don't rent or buy a shop there. That's exactly what I said. Alex, seen a shop next to Mar-a-Lago. Palm Beach Island, where the billionaires live. Bronx, New York, definitely the worst. PA, Philly, hell no. The swamp shop, the Gators would keep the stalkers away. Even if it's from a dealership, yep. Nothing south of Boca Raton in Florida. Period. Any space in the city will be cheap because of the crime rates. Saving that money on a shop isn't worth the money you could lose in a car or tools. We got a 5x5 storage in Boston. Sent you an email of how I did the work in my garage over this past winter. Just 2 pics for some ideas. Gotcha. Yeah, but you have room. I'm sure. I have 2 small bays. And I got to do the best I can there. People popping up to see Alex at his shop to ask peasant chat questions would drive me to suicide. Nobody would go into my shop. If I ever got a shop, you would never be able to get inside. Ever. I'd have a camera, locked door all the time. And if I don't know you, I am not opening that fucking door. Alice, just ask your landlord if you can knock the wall down between your garage spaces. TJ, I thought about that. Definite no. The definite no. See, dude's collection in Miami getting flooded? No way. The prices will go way down soon, Alex. Just be patient. No, they won't, Toodles. Not in Florida. All that's going to happen in Florida is a market correction of 20%. That's all that's going to happen if the recession hits. Well, we're in a recession. Prices will not go down in Florida like they will everywhere else. Florida is still highly desirable to live in. So is Texas. I don't know why. But in Florida, which is paradise, people are still coming here. If a recession happens in New York, people move to Florida. If a recession happens in California, people move to Texas or Florida. This is like the last safe haven. And this is the last area things will get affected big time. Like you'll see a 20% market correction. I don't think you'll see prices go like in like 2008. Miami's the only place where you can buy 85 Mustang with 3 miles on the odometer. Exactly. Wrong, Toodles. Exactly. Gen 3 10R80 with a Whipple 3.0, 1050X, Teach Work 400, and a BAP. Which pulley would you recommend? Stay safe without fueling issues on pump gas. 3.8 or 3.7, no more than 10 or 11 PSI. Real estate prices won't come down. They'll just stop growing rapidly. Agreed. Alex's welcome mat at the shop would be Claymore. That's good. Just build something over the dyno at PBH and pay Jake. Nope, can't do that either. Already asked. Can't add to that building. And the airport where Jake is located is expanding. And eventually Jake is going to get evicted due to eminent domain. So I'm not going to invest there. Buy a small house, big garage. Where? Hey, 97 Outlaw, where? Show me one. Go to Zillow. Go to realestate.com. Go to realtor.com. Go to coldwellbanker.com. Look up Palm Beach County. Okay? Because that's a huge area. Palm Beach County is massive. And type in any house, single family, 2.2 or 3.2 with a massive garage, and put your price range at $400,000 and under. 0 shit pops up. Florida is not even considered the South. Exactly. The South stops in Georgia. Then it becomes like South New York. Glad we know to stay away. Exactly. Man is going to have a trapdoor for a doormat. Turvey can build your car for you. Yeah, we saw what he had going on. How much would a little plot of land cost near you, if there's even any? $300,000. I like how you say little plot of land. So maybe I need to give you a better example. Okay? Imagine buying a little plot of land in Manhattan. Imagine buying a little plot of land in LA. Imagine buying a little plot of land. I'm trying to think. Like in the Hamptons. It is insane here, guys. Insane. It is not like you think it is. If you're in Kansas City, Oklahoma, flyover country, North Dakota, Utah, Colorado. Guys, totally different here. Totally different. But Alex, what's eminent domain? Before I had 300,000 in these cars, I have a $300 house, TBN. Right. I had 2 houses. I was miserable. Miserable. What the fuck? I have a house. Anything. Miserable as fuck. Now I need a house just to have storage. All I don't even want a house. I want storage. I don't need to show off a 4.43 or a 5.3 or a 3.2 with a pool and a big garage. I don't care about that shit. I'm fine with a 2.2. Let someone else fix everything. And then I have a badass garage where I do all my shit. That's what I want. Don't give a fuck about a house. One sidewalk in New York is probably $100,000. I've been looking up Becker Road. Happy to see some price reductions up there past month, about 20-30 on average. More price cuts, hopefully. South Florida is dense as fuck. Yeah, depending on the area, sure. It got really packed. Like West, it got really packed here because everyone moved here during COVID. Get a stacker trailer with a lift inside. Go AC working. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at this point. Rent space from Cleater, haha. The guy has, before he got the whatever. Mobile setups, Alex. The possibilities are endless. To go to Mexico and hire guys for 50 pesos. Can we at least have some RC takeovers in front of your shop? West Palm Beach properties went up 43% last year. Matt 2011 GT states. Jesus. You need at least 2 acres, probably 750 to $1 million, then have a building built, 250K. Right. All these bright ideas until you get there and start searching. Exactly. Everyone goes, Alex, why don't you just buy some land? Alex, why don't you just buy a small house with a big garage? Alex, why don't you get a shop? Start looking and you'll see how insane that's. Some of you guys, I'm sure, look at my channel and go, wait a minute, why is he buying badass cars and he's got 2 little bays to work on? Guys, those cars are a lot cheaper than the building I can afford to get. So at least I got to work on something. I got to bring content to the channel. Thank you guys for being members and doing super chats and liking and watching the stuff. But let's be honest. A building is a huge investment here, whereas a car or a car payment is pennies compared to the building. Trucking in South Florida is the worst. I-95 in Pompano during rush hour, forget it. Alex, just buy a huge garage and park a motorhome next to it. This show always devolves into real estate. I have 2 1 on an acre. In Cali, about an hour from Sac. No smog here yet, only if you want to buy a sell. Move to Maine. Right, yeah, move to Maine. Where the state bird is the mosquito. Fuck Maine. Alex, just win the lottery. I want these guys to drive through Y95 at 5 p.m. on a Friday near Coconut Creek. We got to get this man's likes up so he can get a shop. Get him to Cletus level. I don't want to be Cletus level, guys. That looks like a lot of work. I don't ever want to be Cletus level. I don't want to hire 16 guys. I don't want to have some old guy hanging around my shop, wiping everything, hoping you can put his product on the fucking internet. No, thank you. I'm going to pass on that shit. I want to be left alone, work on the cars, make videos, and generally be left alone. Because I hate people. I want land, small house, and a big garage. And guess what I have to look at? East Tennessee, because I can't afford $1 billion. $100,000 to prep and connect land, sewer, electricity, and water. There's more to it. Sell your house in South Florida. Lateral move to stay in the same area. Insane. Forget my house. Appreciated $130 in the last year. Just buy a stacker trailer. Right. You heard the CJ's coming back mid-August. Don't care. The old guy. Right. Like, imagine I get a shop and some old guy's like, hey, I got some wax products. I'm old. You want to, like, can I wax your cars? I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of my shop. Here, they sell you crack. We can knock the work out in a weekend. To say the words, I'll fly down and help. I'll shut the fuck up so you can film. No. Not. Rami, shout out to Rami. Rami said, Alex, I will fly up to you and we'll work on the cars. And I don't think he understands. Where? I don't have a shop. That the rent a lift? What, for a week? Stop. That old guy that wipes everything. Right. Sam just wants to get laid. 354 likes with 200 viewers. We're getting better. Hopefully the channel will get you the building you want. You can be the next Super Dave. I just don't think they understand where you live. Done. I don't think they get it. I think a lot of people just think I live in Florida. And they think Florida is where Cletus lives. Cletus lives in Yeeville. Cletus lives in country, backwoods, nothing's going on, nothing. So he can really grow and buy a bunch of land. There ain't shit where he lives. The biggest town around him is Tampa, which is a fucking shithole. It is absolute trash, okay? Full of people from Michigan and Ohio. So, yes, he's located in a better spot. I want to be around an area where there's a shitload of money. Because if you're around money, you can make money. And South Florida is paradise. Okay? It just costs a lot to live here. So I got to figure out what to do about a shop. Alex, just front half the Fairmont with the AutoZone parking lot. Look, I'm going to do all the work myself. Fuck it. Yeah, those garages and apartments are small as fuck. I don't know how you work in those small spaces. You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do. Squatters have rights. Take a drive, set up a shop in someone's unused property. West Palm is more suburban neighborhoods and city like anything out there is big money. Aren't you next door to the Freedom Factory? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Today we talked about what the future of racing is, and it is RC racing, apparently. I thought it was sideshows. What's it gonna take to save racing? RC notchbacks. That's what's gonna take to save racing, apparently. All right, guys, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. What do you say? John says, Cape Coral. Oh my God. Cape fucking Coral, dude. Let's do it. Because he doesn't understand. Cape Coral is in Fort fucking Myers area. Trash. I'm not moving to Trashville. Okay? Fuck Cape Coral. That's where he says, hey, I'm building here. Everything's cool. Yep. Awesome. I can't wait to do all this shit. Yeah, this is so awesome to do a whole bunch of nothing. Look at all this nothing. I love it. Hey, Alex, you should move out to Fort Myers. This is LaBelle. Oh, this is fucking awesome, Alex. Why don't you move out here? Bro, I live here. You see how there's shit happening here? You see how there's shit happening? You see? You see how there's shit happening? Huh? You see over here? There ain't shit happening. I live in Cape Coral. Congratulations. It's fucking flyover country. These motherfuckers still don't get it. They still keep saying the same dumb shit over and over and over. I can't believe these people. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Guys want me to fucking move to Cape Coral. Fucking trash ass shit over there. Cape Coral is all empty loots and blocks, houses. Yeah, empty, exactly. Fort Myers is trash. Exactly. It's fucking trash. Unreal. Alex, have fun owning a shop hours away from me. This motherfucker wants me to move to Cape Coral. There ain't shit there. Fucking trash. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys Sunday for the peasant chat. And the rest of you, maybe Saturday if you're a member of the dating channel, that dating channel. If you're a member, I might see you Saturday. The rest of you guys, I'll see you Sunday for the peasant chat. See you.